Okay, this is the second part of this flyback test here. And the reason I decided to do a second part, I didn't think of it at first, but why not do a test with a low voltage, the same kind of thing. So we had a 62.5 volt input, and now we're just going to have a 12.4 volt input. So just one battery I'm going to go across. Same test, we're going to do this without the flyback diode first. And what I've done is I've actually, the effect is not as good or as apparent with low voltage. So what I've done is I put the flyback diode on and adjusted the pulse width so that we get exactly the same movement as we did with the flyback on the 62.5 volts. And so now you're going to see a lot more movement without the diode at the lower voltage. Because it's not such a small pulse width, so more current is capable of going in. So now I'll show you what that pulse looks like. So that is the movement, and I'll stop the movement here and I'll put it back where it normally rests, and I'll just give you a closer shot of that. There is the movement. And this is the scope shot. You're hardly seeing anything going on here, and you're obviously seeing a much wider pulse duration here. Our other one was just about that to there, and but obviously much lower voltage. And our flyback is pretty well identical. We have again about 600 volts flyback happening there, and it's on the 100 volt divisions there. And we're still at the same for microseconds. So now we're going to put the flyback diode on, and I will give you one more pulse with the flyback diode on, and it should go exactly to the same spot as it did with, there you go, as it did with the 62 volts and flyback diode. We'll rest that, give it one more shot so you can see it. Whoops, sorry, I held the alligator clip a little too long on the battery, and there was two pulses that happened there. There you go. So that is the same distance, and you can see a little bit more distance travel with the flyback diode on. And but unfortunately, I can't get a scope shot of that because my trigger is actually triggering for this here. So I'm going to have to just make an adjustment, but I will post what that scope shot looks like on the forum. And then I will do the current sensing resistor. That's a 0.1 ohm metal resistor. That's a 1% precision resistor. So it's 0.1 ohm, 1% accuracy, and I will put the probe across that and show you the difference in current for the low voltage pulse with and without diode, and the high voltage pulse with and without diode. So all that will be there at the forum topic to look at. Thanks, bye.